Slow Productivity by Cal Newport. Let's talk about Cal Newport's Slow Productivity, The Lost Art of Accomplishment Without Burnout. This book is Cal Newport's answer to a question that haunts so many knowledge workers today. How do we get important things done without burning out and without being trapped in endless busyness? Newport argues that the way we measure productivity in the modern world is broken. In traditional industries, productivity was simple to measure. Tons of steel produced, acres of crops harvested, number of cars built per hour. But in knowledge work, we don't always know what good work looks like or how to measure it. So we use a shortcut: busyness. We answer emails, sit in meetings, and respond quickly to messages so that it looks like we're working. But this approach has a dark side. It keeps us always busy, always stressed, and, ironically, often prevents us from doing the work that actually matters. Newport calls this pseudo-productivity, the appearance of being productive without actually producing meaningful results. So, what's the alternative? Newport's solution is slow productivity, a philosophy built on 3 big principles. First, do fewer things. The first principle is deceptively simple: do fewer things. Every project, every task, every commitment you take on comes with hidden overhead: emails, planning, follow-ups, mental load. The more you take on, the more your attention fragments and the less time you have for meaningful progress on anything. Newport recommends you get ruthless about what you allow onto your plate. Here's how: audit your commitments. Write them all down and ask, which of these truly matter? Create a waiting list for ideas and projects. Only bring on something new when you've cleared space. Batch the small stuff, emails, admin, logistics, into fixed times so they don't take over your day. And communicate your workload openly with others, so you can say no when you need to without guilt. Doing fewer things isn't laziness. It's about creating the space to give your best energy to what matters most. Second, work at a natural pace. The second principle is to work at a natural pace. We live in a culture obsessed with speed. ASAP, move fast, hit the deadline. But rushing all the time actually lowers the quality of your work and increases your stress. Newport encourages us to stop pretending that every day should be a sprint. Instead, allow work to unfold at its natural rhythm. Here are a few ways to do that. Double your estimates. Most projects take longer than we think. Build in buffers so you don't live in panic mode. Create seasons. Have periods of intense work followed by slower periods for rest, reflection, and planning. Ritualize your workday. Have a clear start and finish so you're not working in a constant blur. And most importantly, forgive yourself when things take longer. The goal isn't to rush, it's to sustain. When you work at a natural pace, you protect yourself from burnout and give your mind time to incubate ideas, which often leads to better results. Third, obsess over quality. The third and final principle is to obsess over quality. If you're going to do fewer things and do them more slowly, those things had better be excellent. Newport argues that committing to high-quality work pays off over time. It builds your reputation, creates leverage, and makes your work more meaningful. Here's what this looks like in practice. Study the best examples in your field so you develop a sense of taste. You know what great work looks like. Keep pushing until your work is truly good, not just done. Use better tools, better environments, and better systems to raise your standard of output. And choose projects that actually deserve that level of attention, ones that will make an impact. By obsessing over quality, you turn work into craft, and you transform your professional identity from busy person to person who produces excellent things, bringing it all together. These three principles, do fewer things, work at a natural pace, and obsess over quality, reinforce one another. Doing fewer things frees up the time to work at a natural pace. Working at a natural pace allows you to hit a higher level of quality, and focusing on quality makes it easier to say no to low-value work. This is what Newport means by slow productivity. Not laziness, not procrastination, but a deliberate shift toward meaningful, sustainable accomplishment. Practical takeaways. If you want to implement this in your own life, here's a simple roadmap. Prune. Write down everything on your plate and start eliminating, delegating, or delaying whatever isn't truly important. Protect your time. Build deep work blocks and keep reactive tasks like email contained. Slow down your timeline. Add buffers and allow projects to breathe. Raise your standards. Aim for excellence. And take the time to get there. Review and adjust. Every few months, check what's working, what's not, and recalibrate. Cal Newport's slow productivity is both a critique of hustle culture and a call to arms for a better way of working. It asks us to stop using busyness as a badge of honor and instead focus on work that is deep, deliberate, and sustainable over the long haul. Slow productivity is not about doing less forever. It's about doing the right things at the right pace in the right way so that your work and your life can actually feel meaningful.